Good morning and welcome to Fort Zeller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lynn, and I hope that you had a wonderful Monday yesterday. Today is Tuesday, April 20th, 2021. It is day 3. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. The Mindful Minute is a fabulous way to get yourself settled, to notice those blessings that are around you, and to let go of whatever has been happening in the past, right? Or anything that you're nervous and anxious about in the future. Your time is now. Now is all that matters. This is what you have control over, not the future, not the past. Okay, so in order to have some control over the future, let's notice, in order to have some control over the present moment, let's notice the present moment. Okay, so let's use our eyes and look around and notice one thing that's interesting. Study it, get to know it, study its shape and its colors, its size, and its textures. Then with your nose, notice the scents that are around you, right? Using your sense of smell. Consider what in the environment from the way of sense that you can sense with your nose. And then with your skin, notice what do you feel as far as the clothing you're wearing or even the air that is brushing against your skin. Temperature, humidity. And finally, pause and just listen. Notice those sounds that are now really clear to you because now you're paying attention. Now is what matters, right? What are you hearing now that you didn't notice when you weren't paying attention? All right, I like to close my eyes. You don't have to. I'm going to use a starfish breathing because you know it's my favorite. You can choose whatever breathing technique that you have been working on or that you enjoy. Let's go ahead and take that first breath in through our nose. And as you breathe out, notice how your belly contracts and how your body settles into the chair. Breathe in again. Feel your chest come out. And as you breathe out, allow your chest to relax and sink along with your shoulders, feeling the full weight of your body against that chair. Breathe in again. Seek to find yourself not only getting into a rhythm as you breathe out, but also getting into a state of being where you are noticing what is only happening right here, breathing in, and right now, breathe out. And if your mind wanders, don't get too angry at yourself or frustrated. Just gently as you breathe in, tug your attention back kindly and with compassion to the here and the now. Breathe out. Notice your body starting with your toes, all 10 of them. Wiggle them. And then the lower part of your feet, your heels and your ankles. As you breathe out, notice your calves and your knees and the rest of your legs. Breathing in, notice your hips, your lower back, and that belly expanding full of air. And as you breathe out, allow that belly to sink and your chest to relax. Noticing your upper back and your shoulders. Breathe in. Notice your arms, your elbows, your forearms. Yes, your wrists, both of them, and all 10 fingers. Breathe out. Notice your neck. Notice the head at the very top. And finally, take into account what feelings you've got today. Breathe in and breathe out. Sit with those feelings, never push them away. Invite them in. As you breathe in, let them tell you what they need to tell you. And as you breathe out in due time, they will move on to the next moment. Now in a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not is ultimately your choice. So, choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me in the Mindful Minute. I know some of you guys don't participate. Some of you guys participate here and there. And many of you guys have gotten into a habit of practicing a Mindful Minute with me every morning. You know what's really cool was that yesterday I was actually a substitute in a first grade class, and I noticed that at least one student, when he noticed that he was getting a little worked up, paused and took a few breaths. Yeah, I noticed. That was cool. Getting yourself re-anchored, resettled, reset, so that you didn't get yourself too caught up and carried away. Because after all, we have 3 expectations here at the school. Number 1, be respectful. You want to do what you need to do to be respectful to others as well as to yourself. Show that integrity. Sometimes you do have to take that breath to get yourself resettled, so that you don't take things too far. Same thing with being responsible. That mindful minute is a good way to be responsible for yourself and how you interact with your friends and your teachers even. Okay? Sometimes other kids might get you worked up. How can you anchor yourself taking a few breaths so that you can reset yourself? Because you're the only one that has any control over yourself. And finally, show that you're ready to learn, ready to have a good attitude. I saw a lot of that yesterday. That was pretty cool. And I saw that not just in the class I was with, but also in other classes that I got to visit. So yes, be ready to eat in the cafeteria, ready to go to specials, ready to ride the bus in a respectful and responsible fashion. Last but not least, in the month of April, we are celebrating and spotlighting the character trait of perseverance. Some of you guys have gotten in the habit of reminding me and showing me and telling me stories when you didn't give up, right? Don't give up. 3 words. But they mean a lot, because there are times when you're asked to do things you don't want to do. Maybe someone gave you a math packet and it looked really, really big and scary. And then once you start chipping away at it, I've seen this happen before. Kids don't actually want me to finish. This actually happened with our first graders yesterday. Give them a big packet. It looked scary. They got the first page done. They got on a roll. They had a good attitude and they persevered. And after a while, they were on a roll. And they were doing a fabulous, fantastic job. And I'm proud of every single one of them. In fact, sometimes, just like yesterday, we had to stop even when you wanted to actually finish doing the work. That was pretty nuts. Also, you guys are children, and I care about you as members of our Fort Zeller family. I want you to hear something that I believe every kid deserves to hear from someone who cares about them, and I care about you, and that's this. I love you, and I like you just the way you are. I encourage you to share that same statement, if you mean it, to other boys and girls, as well as to grown-ups. I love you, and I like you just the way you are. Who's up for the challenge? I know every day some of you guys are challenging yourself because I get to hear it from you. I challenge you to share it with other people. Have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday.